got an armrest anyway, and I got up well late today. Good morning, well, good afternoon now. It's past 12 o'clock. Didn't get to sleep till about 2 o'clock. Was watching some videos. Nothing negative, all positive and that. Woke up after, well, how many hours was that? About 2:30, something like that. So, say 3 o'clock by the time I actually went to sleep. So I'm just trying to do some mental arithmetic. It's not working properly this morning. Oh dear. Well, it's 8 hours-ish anyway, isn't it? It's just not happening this morning with my brain. Yeah, thank God it's Friday, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? Oh dear. I'll go and check the carpet smell in the front room in a minute. Yeah. Do me thing. In the privacy of my own home. First things first, though. 1 Nefapam. 1 Citalopram for the depression. Just to keep it going. Right? Because it's actually working, so. Dogs was waiting patiently for me to wake up this morning. I got a little bit of tinkle and a landmine in the bedroom, in the other bedroom, but no worries about that. It's only where someone can't go to the toilet properly outside because people keep trying to unnerve her. I tried doing it again this morning, but I just said out loud, well, we're gardening here. Don't be scared to have a pup in your own garden, you know what I mean? So, with that, a bird landed in the tree, rustled the leaves a little bit. Her head spun round, as if saying, what was that? What was that? No, go on, Lola, go toilet, for fuck's sake. Don't be scared all the time just because they're playing fucking games with you. Do you know what I mean? Hulkster backed off. He didn't feel so horny this morning. Then he gave her a quick sniff after she'd been toilet just to check everything was okay. But they're all cool. All being loved. All letting their dinner go down now. They've all let their dinner and had a good old drink. So I'm just having a nice peachy tea this morning with a few sweeteners in it. I just watched the video. Right. Oh dear. We'll break that word down straight away, right? What does that word mean? Think about it. When you get a legal letter, it says RE. Don't know what the abbreviation thing there is. It's 2 full stops, one above the other, and then a dash in it, and then it says your name or whatever it says on there, or the subject, what it's about. In legalese speak, it means something else. But when you're taught in school, RE means religious education. Does it not? So that's Puritan thinking, yeah, straight away. As soon as they use that language, that's Puritan thinking. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do whatever, yeah? Because you're unclean if you do it, right? So you can't take drugs. Hang on a minute. Why does the state give you drugs then? Right, you see what I mean? Guard dogs wise, I had the camera on, obviously. Not because I'm worried about anyone else, because I've still got the same location as what was on my canteen. In there. I'm not hiding from nothing. Didn't come out of there with any debts or anything else. So, no, I ain't got any problems. If the person I fell out with in there has a problem, then it's his problem if he comes looking for me, isn't it? As simple as that, because I've already made it perfectly clear what I'd do if he fucking approached me. And I've already seen him twice. Near my children's area. So if I catch him sniffing over this way, it'll be like, well, I'll make an example out of you in front of the fucking neighbours then, who are playing games with me. Simple as that. Or I'll just tell him, fuck off. Alright? So I didn't end up back in it. Right? Yeah, I had the camera on, waiting for the postman to come. Sure enough, you get the junk mail visit first. Alright, so Marnie give it a warning bark. I looked up at the camera, saw a young lady walking away from the front door. Did I take the camera and pan it up and down the road? No, because I was laying in bed. Not with no morning glory or nothing, because I don't think like that. Right? Marnie gave it a little gruff to tell me someone that was at the door, but he weren't barking like a lunatic today, because he could sense there was no threat coming to the door. Right? There was no... I don't know how he reads it, but he read it correctly. I looked quickly at the camera, what was over there beside the beside the fan, and yeah, left it at that. Just went to the letterbox, put the junk mail in the box in the kitchen, ready for the bonfire. It was only taxi and pizza, but if I have a pizza, I'll buy a fucking frozen pizza. Why would I want to go and spend fucking 20 quid on a pizza when I can buy a sensible amount of food with that 20 quid? And then spend the money I've saved on something sensible. That's my thinking. Now, of course, if I had a lady in my life, I wouldn't have that spare money, would I? Right? And I definitely don't feel the need to crack one off because of that lack of. Do you know what I mean? It's called self-control. So, if you was in your relationships in the past, if you was addicted to the womanly ways, shall we say, and they was good at what they did, then obviously you want more and more and more, like a fucking drug, wouldn't you? Yeah. So I took a new approach after that. I started working on myself. Right. And I thought, right, let's see what happens if I take sex out of the equation completely. Right. Rather than be thinking, oh, it'd be nice to settle down, go and waste my time chasing girls around the pubs, buying them drinks and all that sort of gubbins, you know what I mean? Why bother? So rumours start. Oh, he must have flipped. He's turned batty. He's this. He's that. Oh, he's look at the way he looks at a woman. What? A look. If it looks tidy, I've got bad eyesight. So I have to wait for it to get closer to see if it's fucking right or not. If you see my point. Yeah, even my kids have said to me, "Oh, that looks I can't fucking see it. Let it get fucking closer. I'm going by the height of the fucking car." You know what I mean? Fuck's sake. Anyway, if it looks tidy, you think, yeah, that'd be a nightmare, or that's gonna cost fucking, because every other one before you is gonna be fucking splashing the funds all over it to keep it happy so no one else moves in on it. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, let's just have a little walk about again before these meds kick in, and then I'm going to get back into bed for a little bit because my sciatic nerve's still playing up a little bit, and I've got cleaning to do in the front room, just in case I get any visitors come round to watch some football or something like that. So I'll leave the dogs in here quietly, and we go and defuse it. It's still got a mouthful of thing now. And let's put the meds out of the way of the dogs, same as I do with the kids. If the grandkids are over here, usually they go in a safe place, but here, if they're right beside me, then the dogs can't get hold of it. Yeah, I've been out in the garden and that. Got a nice casserole already cooked. Nothing in there. We've got one little bit of pebble there and a little tinkle up the table leg. I've got the arse stepping over things today. Don't forget I've got to go through that next week. Let's have a look. Right. I'll just check something for later. Yeah. So, let me just check it while you... yeah, definitely got problems with the knees. Yeah, that smells cool and clean enough to do that with when I'm ready to. If you see what I mean. Right, all the clothes are... they're all dry now. They can all start getting put away. Shall I reveal the wind-up? Let's have a look. Oh! I better handle them with care, and they might blow up on me. Oh! Oh, clean socks. Oh! Oh! Yeah, it was just a thing I got from Temu. You put it beside your Ring doorbell, and you stand the other side of the door, and when the Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door and see it, and they look at it, and you wait on the other side of the door, because you can see them at the door, and then you just go, bang! Right? You get the joke now? Because the false witness against me in that court case, he was the one pushing for me. He said, "You're mad, you are. You want to go. You've got to go to jail." Fucking men shake hands after a squabble, don't they? Do you see what I mean? So for the guy that keeps walking past with his cockapoo, right? He's been running around the neighbourhood saying, "Oh, those dogs will eat you alive," to his cockapoo as he walks past. Oh, sailor. You know what I mean? In that comedy sense of the word. So I just laugh about it when he's trying to start a fight with me. And then I put the D-lock on the windowsill. And when I'm at the post office, and he goes walking past to check that I'm at the post office so the other neighbours can fuck about at the house while I'm not there. Do you know what I mean? That's what's been going on. And I stand where he was standing in the post office door, and I shout across the road to him while he's walking his cockapoo, "You want locking up, you do." Right? So I'm just taking the piss back. So when he comes to have a little peek, what's that on his windowsill? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I know what that was. I know what that is. What's that doing there? Right. So, he can see it on the windowsill. He can see the D-lock. He can see the claymore on top of the D-lock. And it clearly says, "face towards enemy." So if a bloke runs up on me after gobbing off, telling me to go hang myself, and I'll give him some verbals back, and then he runs at me to hit me, and goes to raise his hand and then gets fucking a metal knuckle, then obviously, you know what I mean? And then he's standing there with a look in his eye, not like he said in court where he couldn't see out of his eyes because of the blood in it. No, there was no blood in his eyes. He was just shocked, and you could see the fucking red mist building in his eyes. You know, and he was just gonna fucking move towards me, so bang, he got the second one. That was all in one motion. And it happened so quick. You know, when they tried to play it in court, I couldn't fucking see it because I'd been sick. There was sick all over my glasses where I'd had the overdose. Well, where I was having the overdose, I couldn't fucking see it. I was trying to clean my glasses off so I could watch the video and it was a second fucking video. It was not the video that I got shown at the police station, which they did not give me, or the solicitor. And they also refused to give me the recording of the dog setup for the antisocial behaviour order. So that one's bullshit as well. Right. So there was 2 setups. And they was attempting the third one by trying to get an angle into the property through the RSPCA. There's the number for the RSPCA. Still haven't rung it. Right, because the landlords have already checked them. Right, so I still don't need to fucking ring it. If they come here, I'll talk to them out the window. Right, they can see the dogs, see they're healthy. Through the window, they're not coming in the property. Right. If I've checked some, they're strong breed dogs. I've watched Caesar Milan videos of, where people are trying to advocate for strong breed dogs, even Dog d'Argentinos. And, a reporter will be like petting it, and the bloke's got the collar He's pulling it back a little bit because he's still unsure of it, because it's in a controlled environment and the dog can sense the tension. So, yeah, the reporter patted it on the head after petting it, and the dog bit her in the face. So what's going to happen if the dogs are in guard mode and you've got someone rubbing its face and just, they don't know who the fuck it is? What's going to happen? So no invite, you're not coming in. You can see the dogs through the window. If they're in guard mode, you'll hear them bark. If they're calm, you'll see them in calm mode. I don't have no problems with them. If I'm walking them, they're under control. I refuse to walk the dogs with muzzles on. If I want to take the piss and take Willow over the opposite side of the road just to front the neighbours out, I'll put the muzzle on it, get back to the other side of the property, back over the road, and then just flick the muzzle off her. She's in my property now. Never had no problems with them attacking other dogs or anything in my garden. I've had neighbours trying to test it, and a young neighbour walking her little dog. I said, well, do you have to keep doing that? Sooner or later it's going to piss them off, innit? And they're going to try and jump the fence to fucking do your dog, just because you won't fucking listen. So she's walked on a little bit further away from me, and Marnie was already waiting down by the corner of the fence. Right, and I see him, and as soon as he went to spring over that fence, it was like, Marnie, no. And he's back hopped. But he would have been straight over the fence, straight on our dog. I said, see what I mean now? I said, right, Marnie, you lot in. So, you know, when you got little dogs going past the window deliberately to piss up his fence, what's he doing? He's being territorial, isn't he? He's not being out of order. He's just being a territorial dog, guarding his property from the bitch, for the bitch. The same as little Lucky down the road, down that way. The little Chihuahua and his little hybrid bitch. It might be a smaller dog, but his bark's as fierce as Marnie's. You see what I mean? So anything that's got re on it means religious education. So you're being rehabitualized, because you must be of that Puritan thinking as well. When you're forced to have a routine, a Screw even said it to my schizophrenic cellmate, right? That, you know, he weren't cleanest of blokes, you know, due to his medication, he'd have accidents and piss all over the floor, and bunk was always a mess and that sort of stuff. Didn't judge him though. It was like, oh, I'll help you, bro. Don't worry about it. You've obviously got a problem. He'd be walking around talking to himself, and, you know. But we got on all right. Some of his ways is like, had me a little bit on guard, I must admit. You know what I mean? But not because he was a threat or anything. It was just, you know, I was aware that he was a schizophrenic and he could flip at any time. Should I get triggered by something, that might be the catalyst. You see what I mean? Because I was suffering from PTSD as well. So there you go, that explains that for you. the guy on the table tennis table that done the throat slicing motion towards me. And I just raised my head up. So he got a clear shot of my throat. I just laughed. And then looked back at him. And then he just walked back in the cell. Yeah, we've been sort of... You go to all the canteen, which is by the table tennis tables. And the table tennis ball get accidentally, shall we say, pinged towards your direction on the floor. What's he going to do? Is he just going to ignore it? Is he going to pick it up and throw it back to us, or stamp on it, or just ignore it? You know, it's just that little probing thing all the time in there, yeah? So, like, instead of picking it up, I just, like, use my foot and my manky old trainers and just got my toe underneath at the ball, chipped it without doing it too hard so it would dent the ball or damage the ball. Straight over the table, ricocheted off the wall, straight at the bloke. And he's like, fucking hell. No, I've just sort of carried on sauntering back to my cell after ordering the canteen. But that was the guy that done the throat motioning thing. But it weren't a problem. Do you know what I mean? Could hear the other prisoners going, no, that's probably what he wants you to do. Well, I've been on hunger strike, haven't I? I clearly said, look, if I can do that to myself, just think what I could do to other people in here if I wanted to. So I'm in here to do my time and go home again. I don't want no fucking stupids. I don't want to be treading on no toes, interfering with other people's things that are going on. So just, you know what I mean? Even with that Lithuanian prisoner, and the other prisoners are telling me I'm going to get weighed in and all that sort of shit, and it's like, alright, well, if that's what he wants, I get him hanging outside the cell and I'll be locked in my cell so I couldn't get out there, because I had a cracked rib right by my heart. If it splintered, could have been dangerous, so I had to give it a while to heal, but you don't heal so quick when you get into my age, do you? So that took a little bit longer to heal. Right, Hulkster, you're not going to... That's it. Get back up on the bed, boy. Come on, up. Up. There's a good boy. Yeah, I'm smoking a vape, so down that end of the bed, please. Good boy. All right, get in the middle of the pack then. Is he laying too close to your girl, is he? All right. There you go, look. Mr. and Mrs. Anxious that side. Mr. Dominant. Mrs. Dominant. Yes, we was talking about you, Hulkster, weren't we? And your lovely little Lola. That's my son's dog. But due to my son's problems, admin problems, and she is as she is. The same as Willow. A happy XL bully. Apparently. But she's not dangerous. She was scared by a little birdie in the tree yesterday. Do you know what I mean? You imagine if a dog's coming towards her. That explains what I asked the policeman, doesn't it, in Fort Wood? Well, I want to know why, so I can correct the behaviour. I want to know why she did that. Was it a male dog? Was it a female dog? You don't even know, mate. What's the name of the dog? That'll give you a clue. Well, I don't know. Okay, so something's not right about this because I've asked all the right questions. So the next question I would ask in court would be, was that bite on the man's hand, or the hand that I was shown the photo of, was that this dog that bit it, or was that her dog that bit it out of fear when you picked it up? Panicking. Because it definitely didn't look like the shape of the jaw from either Willow or Lola. And the policeman knew that, which was why he was trying to get me to deviously sign that contract to keep it away from court and the threat of another court case and being re-imprisoned. So he's using the fear tactic to do it, wasn't he? Right, being devious in contract, so the antisocial behaviour order isn't worth the paper it's written on. Right, which is why I'll carry on playing me music. If I want a ciggy, I'll have a ciggy. If I want to have a vape, I'll have a vape. If I want to have a curry, I'll have a curry. If I want to have a cup of coffee, I'll have a cup of coffee. If I want a cup of tea, I'll have a cup of tea. But everything in moderation, and I stay away from these head-doing Puritans that say you can't do that, you can't do this, we're going to stand in judgment over you, blah, blah, blah. Right, so what happens when they get judged? Think about that. So you think it's all right to take a person away from their family just because your opinion differs to theirs? All right? One day I will settle down again, but only with the right woman. I took sex out of the equation because that's how you do it, innit? If you're not chasing sex, then what are they worth? So then it becomes personality, or what's the woman's history? Has she been a cock hoover? Or has she been showing self-restraint and been taught correctly because she's listened to her parents as to how to run a house and be a home building partner? Do you see what I mean? And that's how you find a successful relationship. But it all usually starts over a drink, doesn't it, when the inhibitions are lowered, if you see what I mean? So take the alcohol out of the way, because, yeah, that is the demon juice, isn't it? Some people can handle it, they're happy drunks. But then they do something stupid like get in a car and knock someone over and end up in prison for it. Like I said, was the case with my last cellmate. I didn't judge him for it. Yeah, someone lost their life. Okay. You're going to have to live with that every time you have a beer and you're just laying down to go to sleep. You're either going to drink yourself to sleep about it, or you're going to do what? Have it play over and over in your head. You're never going to lose that. You're going to have to learn to live with it. And if other people are making it hard on you to to live with that, then what are you going to do about it? You're going to drink more, aren't you? So it's only regrets playing over and over in your head. Sooner or later, you have to learn to forgive yourself. All right? I reached that point in life long ago. And then my drug problems all started disappearing. I could take or leave smoking. Even tobacco now. I'll take or leave it. Yeah, I can swap from tobacco to a vape quite easily. Don't miss the tobacco. I can pick up a doob. And then leave it for months and months and months if I want to. Which really pisses off the Puritans because they're banking on your routines to profit from, aren't they? And to stand in judgment of you. So if they say something's antisocial because someone complained about a smell, then well, I'll have a nice curry instead then. Oh, fucking curry smell all the time. You racist fucking idiot. Go get your COVID jab. Stop fucking wasting police time. He's put a video up saying he's put something in his curry. So what? His doctor supported. He knows the police are watching the videos as well. So he's trying to show that he's trying not to be antisocial about it all and being discreet with his doctor-supported medication. He's not doing it around children. He's not walking past schools with a fucking man bag on or fucking got a doob blazing, is he? If he wants to have a sneaky vape while he's walking his dogs, even to the park, he's not there to look at the children play. He can hear them playing happily. If he can't see his own grandchildren, then that happiness he's hearing, yeah. If he's not watching the fucking kids, he's just having a smoke and making a video, then he ain't doing nothing wrong, is he? So, don't fucking assume. Because I see the other dog walkers in the area, the little pretty dogs, keeping an eye on the kids, the teenagers that experiment in the area. Yeah, I've seen it all. That's up to them to experiment. Yeah, if I walk past them and there's no one else about, I might stop and say, don't leave your stuff on the floor once you're done, mate. Pick it up, take it with you, because the other dog walkers are noticing it. And then people like me that also smoke get accused of giving it to you. And it ain't nothing to do with me what you're doing. Right? Because idiots just put two and two together. Oh, he does it. They're doing it. Must be connected. No, it ain't. You see what I mean? So I guide the children. Look, if you're going to experiment, go somewhere away from their prying eyes and experiment. If you can't do it at home, then go out the way and do it. Be discreet. If you don't, you're going to bring problems on yourself. If you're blasting out grime music as well, that's intimidating them. They don't want to come too close. They can smell the smell. That sort of thing. It's just gentle guidance, isn't it? Educating the younger generation, the next generation. Right? You guide them with your life knowledge in a kind way. You don't tell them what to do, because if you tell a teenager or a person that's experimenting like that, they don't fucking listen to you, they just do the opposite. So it's like, oh, look, if you're going to do that sort of thing, word to the wise, be discreet about it. If you see the older dog walkers discreetly watching as they walk around the edge of the park or something, put it out quickly. Spark it up when they've gone. Go and have a wander somewhere else. Because I've actually seen, the police turn up as someone's run from the park, and then they've chased him a little bit and then caught the man with the man bag. You know what I mean? And so... So that would have been down to those other dog walkers, wouldn't it? The same as it's down to all the other dog walkers, the amount of crap that I'm getting here. Because they're scared. Scared of bigger dogs who they can't control. Well, I'm not from round here, am I? I'm not from your tribe. I'm not from your church. I don't need rehabilitating. I have my own beliefs, my own convictions. So who are they to stand in judgment on me? That privilege is the creators, not theirs. That's my belief. So, on that note, thank God it's Friday. I hope you've had a lovely week. I didn't watch the football last night because someone was playing little games yesterday to trigger the PTSD, to force a mistake, while probably having a sneaky little flutter on the result of the team that I would have been cheering on last night, which is one of my children's teams. So, there you go. Got no idea what that one is there, look. They sent death to end you, but death saw changed everything. Oh, she's talking about the angel of death, yeah. All right, that one there. I don't think you get copyright strike for a talking video, do you?
What's your worst essay grade? Probably like a 71. Worst essay grade? Probably like a 60%. Probably like a
I'll
C.
tell you what
Have you
I'm
tried
gonna
using
do.
Grammarly?
Yeah. Fuck off with the silly adverts. Let's get that off of there. Because I'll only get more adverts in it later on. Right. So first thing, people can be cruel. Right, let me show you what I do. When I'm trying to listen to good advice, or if I'm watching a video that's got knowledge in it or something, I'll show you what I do. Let's top bar URL. I only want the YouTube bit, I don't want the HTTPS, don't want the full stop, so let's get that just right, that'll do. Copy. I'm a one finger typer, mate. I'm not admin. Brave browser. So let me just.
What makes Afghanistan different from its Middle Eastern counterparts is that its
That's what I was watching last night when I was going to sleep, wasn't it?
To ancient pre or anti-Islamic practices, as well as the alleged
About the giants of Afghanistan that the US military came across. Fucking ate them, didn't it? And they had to retaliate. Right, so a little thing for you. Right, Brave browser. Trackers and ads blocked, bandwidth saved, time saved. Right? So you can actually do this. Look, watch. Oh. So now I'm watching content on YouTube. Where's he gone? He's not using his browser. Where's he gone? What's he doing? We can't see him now.
People can be cruel, can't they? Their jealousy, fear, and bitterness wrap themselves around their souls like chains, making them desperate to destroy anyone who dares to shine brighter than their dull existence.
I'm not signed into
When they
it.
sent death to your door, it wasn't just to end your story, it was to erase the very idea of you. They wanted you gone, forgotten, wiped away like a name in the sand washed clean by the tide.
So you don't get Ed doing adverts or children's games doing your head in while you're trying to concentrate and learn stuff online.
What they didn't account for
Or listen to advice and that. Yeah?
flame easily extinguished you were a raging inferno. You see, life has this twisted sense of humor. It doesn't reveal who people are when things are calm. No, it strips away their masks when the stakes are high, when you rise. When you begin to climb to thrive, the colors show. They don't clap for you, they plot against you. They'd rather see you broken, shattered, lying in a heap of despair.
I shouldn't get any electronic muffled audio on these videos.
Death didn't just see a victim when it arrived. No, death saw your
Right, because I noticed that in a couple of previous videos. That's electronic interference. Not me covering microphones or anything like that, because the hand positions didn't change on the carrying the camera about. So that's someone interfering with something I'm talking about at that particular time, because it has to be processed and checked first before they allow it to be published.
For the first time, it saw not just a target, but a force of nature
Right.
in human form. Why do you think they said
It's nice cold this as well, so you don't have to worry about your tea going cold if it ain't got milk in it, do you?
your strength? A desperate need to control what they could never understand. It doesn't matter. What matters is that they underestimated you. A single strike could silence the symphony of your story.
Oh, a single strike on a video. Huh?
Entire orchestra. Played louder with every note of defiance. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss, they thought those moments would break you. Instead, you turned them into bricks, building a foundation so unshakable that even death itself could not.
Curry bricks.
Death was sent to erase you, but instead it witnessed something it couldn't comprehend. You didn't just survive, you thrived. The weapons forged to destroy you, you turned them into tools of your own making. The pain they inflicted, you wore it as armor. The chains they wrapped around your spirit, you shattered them and walked forward,
Holster's listening, checking the
And here's
mood.
the darkest truth: when they said death, they didn't just awaken chaos, they summoned something primal, something untouchable. Chaos doesn't destroy, it transforms.
See, even the dogs know when they're trying to send death on them. They can sense it and it makes them edgy, and when the dog's edgy, it's liable to act out of fear, isn't it? Self-survival. So if I tell Lola, don't worry, we're guarding you, we're guarding her. And Holster's just showed you that as well. Holster's guarding her. So if you got someone fucking about at the letterbox, when I'm out, Marnie's guarding Willow, Holster's guarding Lola.
What will you do now? Will you let their attempts to destroy you define you? Or will you rise, unapologetic and relentless, showing them what it means to live without limits?
Right?
Remember this: every time they send death, they scheme, every time they try to break you, they only...
So I can't see no smoke blown back in the room over the dogs, so it's all cool.
Their failure becomes your legend. Their hatred fuels your fire. Because you're not just surviving, you're thriving, you're thriving. You're the fire they fear, the chaos they'll never tame, the force they'll never stop. Let them send their shadows, their whispers, their fears wrapped in flesh.
Right, so when you see a video and it's purposely titled taking at this person, then it's the same as being in there, isn't it? You either buy that thinking,
twisting justice until it bent in their favor. They weren't born into power. They took it. Every enemy that rose against them, every assassin
or
to silence them, every so-called righteous man who stood in their way to crush
you have that little stone thing, yeah?
They didn't complain about the rules being unfair.
And each time they have that battiness,
Because that's the truth. No one wants
you remember your own team and what it was before that,
it's not
and you
handed to the timid, the hesitant.
pick up that old Allen Knott cricket bat and you whack that stone
The world isn't kind.
for 6, don't you?
It rewards goodness. It rewards strength, power,
Right?
and the will to do what others are too afraid to even consider. You don't win by playing fair. You win by playing smart. And in an unfair world, there's only one question that matters: how far are you willing to go? But that's just the beginning. See, people love to pretend they want fairness, that they want a world where everyone gets what they deserve. But deep down, they don't respect fairness, they respect...
See, really, you get the 3 points out of the interview.
The ones who take
Right?
the ones who move without fear, who break the chains of morality when it serves them. The weak.
It's a bit like Tommy Cooper versus fucking Benny Hill, isn't it?
Where will come the
Do you know what I mean?
They don't beg. They don't hope. They act. They take the risks. They embrace the struggle. And they carve their names into history with blood, sweat, and fire. Look at the ones who hold real power. The billionaires, the warlords, the politicians, the crime bosses. Do you think they got there by following the rules? By being nice? No. They built their empires on the backs of those too afraid to fight back. They manipulated, they outsmarted, they dominated. And when the dust settled, they stood at the top while the rest fell to their
New
knees.
medication's starting to work now, so.
And the world
And I haven't had a
let them.
coffee
It always does.
because I don't need to be
Because at the
hyperactive
end of the
today.
day, people don't remember the ones who played it
I've just got to potter about, do a little bit of cleaning up and that in the front room in case I get any visitors. Kitchen's clean enough. I've only got to reheat food and then I can switch back to the kitchen. This room gets done last because all I do is sleep in it, hang washing in the wardrobe when it's dry, and then I've got to get in there, get all the crap and stuff off the floor, what's just been chucked in there out of the way from one place. I'm just really moving stuff from one place to another, if you see what I mean. And then I've got to put up the shelving in there. I've got to sort out airflow and that for in there so the mildew don't get all over the clothes and shit. I've got cut holes in the ceilings, but I've got to check that with the landlords first. Put in the after they get up there and check the central heating and make sure everything's cool. Whatever's causing the wet patches above the central heating pipes up there. Could be a small leak. And then I'll be putting in 4-inch ducting to each room. So each room will be air conditioned, so the airflow can go around the house properly, which sort out any mildew and condensation problems, won't it? Right? They know I'm putting a light up by the immersion heater or the boiler for starting off vegetables for my garden project, because cost of food's going up and I've got to do a garden project for when I can't get out so much because my disability's only getting worse. So I'm building hip height concrete slabs, just ballast and cement. So concrete plinths, put grow boxes on top of it, so it's all sort of hip height, so there's no bending over tending to the vegetables and that. They'll have corrugated plastic roofs over it. Alright, just so that vegetables don't get washed out if we have a monsoon rain. Like the weather's just gone stupid, isn't it? It'll have drainage in the actual grow boxes as well. I'll set up as many as I need to and do it bit by bit over the course of time until, this is even with the nephapams, it's still sticking. Yeah. I'm not having the state digging around in me fucking doing operations because they've tried to fucking kill me. So why would I let them inside my body? Fuck that. So no, they're not digging in my body for the sciatic nerve. They're not digging in my body in my hands or anything else, or they're not doing operations on my ankle or anything else, or my knee, replacing knees. This is it until I fucking go, mate. So I've got to endure it because the state's broke that trust. I just simply cannot trust them to be put under, otherwise I'm gonna fucking, yeah, they could be doing anything, couldn't they? They could put a fucking tracker in you, could put a fucking anything. Fucking, oh no, well, there was a mistake, something happened and he died. His body couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? It's a bit like I'm saying, here's your medication. You need approval for it, so each time you get it. Yeah, so what I usually do is when I go down there, I'll take whatever medication's still left, just to show them that it's not being abused, and then the medication gets authorised because it's not being abused, because I'm proving I'm not misusing it. Yeah, you can hear the tone in my voice now. It's nice and calm. Nefapam's just diazepam, but it's operational strength diazepam. So soon I'm going to get the munchies really bad. I've already got half a casserole in there waiting to be reheated. Turn the heating off now because I can actually see through the window without the condensation. So stuff's still clicking right the way through my body, but I can't feel it. And my eyes are going a bit squitty. Oh, that's better as I got up. And my eyes are getting a bit squitty. So, there you go. I might have a little nap in a minute. I might not. I haven't had no caffeine. It all depends on my motivation for the day, doesn't it? How's the video doing? 1 hour, 1 minute out of 2. So, takes roughly an hour for them to kick in, which is why I usually have a cup of coffee before I let the dogs out in the morning. This morning I changed the routine because I got up at 12 o'clock. And all the dogs, as you can see, are digesting their food and nicely relaxed, having a pat cuddle. So there you go. Have a lovely Friday, folks. And if you're having a weekend out with your friends, family, or whatever you're doing, be safe, whatever you're doing. Moderation. Innit? Self-control, moderation. And watch what you're doing, because there is some dirty shit out there as well, mixed with fentanyl. So, yeah, just if you're into that sort of stuff, watch what you're doing, because you could do it that once and end up dead. It's killing Americans like flies, isn't it? And they've gone to war with the cartels over it now, so you can rest assured that the rest of Five Eyes are doing likewise, because they're using the military to track the fucking people that are moving it all about. So everything's monitored, even EncroChat and all that bullshit. Yeah, they own the airwaves. It's their airwaves. Whatever you use, they're going to find out. Should have listened to Dave Courtney on that. You know what I mean? Cockney rhyming slang, anything like that. Once you start using sub-languages and patter, their ears prick up straight away. What does that mean? Right, so obviously that word means that, and then they work it out. Yeah? So, word of mouth. If you're talking to someone and you're laughing about using humour or even music, AI can't work out music, can it? Because it means multiple things to multiple people. Could mean anything to anybody. I will get a copyright strike if I put it on. Crazy. Crazy for. So that was my Lenny McLean voice from the film, innit? Do you know what I mean? But that's how they try to catch you riding, innit? Yeah. Where you going in the car? Where's your hiding place, Superior? You know what I mean? Well, you don't get copyright strikes if it's doing that by itself, is it? I'm not playing the video, I'm not playing music. Right? So if I'm riding on my scooter, that's not a mobility scooter, that's an iron scooter. It's a fucking mobility scooter, and my doctor will tell you it's a mobility scooter. So will Pip. Oh, have you got a licence for that? Don't need one, it's a mobility scooter and I ride on the pavement. But you were seen riding on the road, yeah, that's because there was pedestrians on the pavement, mate. And it's an on-off-road scooter. But you're medicated. Yeah, that's right. I'm in clear control, not driving like a lunatic. I'm not doing 70 mile an hour, am I? Being aware of my surroundings. Hence why I haven't fell off it, you muppets. So leave me alone. Right. Gets me dog food from the shop, doesn't it? My trailer. I've got to put solid rubber tyres on because, yeah, not sure where it got a puncture, but probably up the local shop, to be fair. When I was getting something from the local shop or something, you know what I mean? Quick, that'll fucking slow him down. Now he's going to have to use the local shop all the time and we can keep an eye on him. Oh, I can fit a sack of dog food on there, and I've got handlebars, equal weight on the handlebars, and a sack of dog food on the scooter foot plate with my feet on top of it, just to equal the weight out. Still not falling off of it, driving safely. Well, what are you doing? Well, sack of dog food on the foot plate's a clue, and the shopping on the handlebars is a clue, mate. Got lights on it, it's got brakes, it's all legal. Go away, go and harass someone else. Well, that's not very polite. Well, it's not very polite you harassing me, is it? So, run along. Have a nice day. Well, we want to check it over. Why are you so stressed out, mate? You know, have a drink on me, Tommy Cooper joking it. Let me just reach in my pocket and give you a little something. There you go. Have that. Are you trying to bribe me? Yeah, have a drink on me. Here's a decaf tea bag. Go and calm down, constable.